called Moriarty. I learned it when I was 10 years of age. A sister of mine called Rosemary in London sent it home to me. And it's got a lot to do with the immigration of people that went over to England years ago who never returned until it was maybe too late to see some of their loved ones. It goes a bit like this. I hope you enjoy it. In a little pub in London, Moriarty drank his beer, and he recited wondrous stories of his exploits far and near. Now an Irish song, says Carthy, best of all they're one and all, and Moriarty sang for them the homes of Donegal. They was cheering at the finish and the call, encore, encore. But Moriarty said, lads, I can't sing anymore. And he stood there sad and silent, gazing down into his beer, and in his eyes there listened just the starting of a tear. Are you going home for Christmas? The friendly barmaid said. Moriarty fixed his gaze on her and he slowly shook his head. I haven't been tired now this 20 years or more. My mother, she'd never know me if I walked up to the door. I was born, says Moriarty, in an island in the west. It was the last place that God created, but it was the first place that he blessed. And we were poor, but we were happy in our simple little ways. Lord, I wish I was a child again, whistling there today. My father, God be good to him, was drowned on a woeful night, and my mother left all lonesome and myself to work and fight. So with Jimmy Moore, McCarthy, and young Dougal O'Shea, I came across England End for to earn an honest pay. And I haven't seen my mother now, this 20 years or more. I know she'd never know me if I walked up to the door. Then somebody started singing, "Seal mid the winter snow." It was like an old church bell ringing far away and long ago. And as Moriarty listened, he pushed his glass away, and he made one solemn promise: I'll be home for Christmas Day. He saved every penny he could get into his hands, and coming up to Christmas he sailed for Ireland. His heart was filled with cheerfulness, and his mind content and blessed, as a train rolled through the Midlands and took him to the west. In the village of Kilsheena, that night upon the shore, far across the deep blue waters, he saw his native home once more. The stars were shining gloriously, and they glistened like a dome on Moriarty's whitewashed cottage, welcoming Moriarty home. "'Tis a grand night for the crossing," said the boatman Thomas Vaughan. Moriarty didn't know him. It's a lifetime I'm gone. And as they started sailing, the boatman heard him say, "Glory, glory, the Lord in heaven, I'll be home for Christmas Day." But in a lodging house in London, Moriarty's poor abode, and on a table in the hallway a message laid unread. That message says, "This morning your poor old mother, she passed away. She'll be buried in Kilsheena after Mass on Christmas Day." Thank you, folks.